and welcome to the Fall 2020 first edition of Panther News Nation. I'm Kaya Equivli.
And I'm Tandrai. Here's a look at what's happening around Principia this week. Seniors just returned from their annual senior retreat in Michigan. It was a week of growth, leadership, training, and all-around fun. We'll take a more in-depth look next week.
As we start week 4 of a very different school year, the new COVID protocols are starting to feel a bit more routine. Or are they? Here's J.D. Mansky and Micah Worley with the closer look.
While in the midst of the pandemic, the Principia School is open for in-person learning. We sat down with a few members of the administration and a student to talk about the new protocols.
As the leader of the whole school, I've got to be sure everybody's safe. So every protocol that we're doing is to ensure safety. If we want to be able to maintain our school as open as it is now, we've got to maintain all the protocols, and we can't get sloppy and we can't slow down. And so even though it starts to feel comfortable and you want to be closer to your friends, we just have to keep reminding each other 6 feet, stay masked, and sanitize.
So what we really wanted to do was we wanted to have a place where we could have everybody scan every day their information, and then we have good reporting on it. It allows everyone to sign in every day, and then we can, as soon as everyone's signed in, like let's say at 7:40 when you're supposed to have your app submitted, we can pull a list to see who hasn't done it. And Mrs. Green needs to have the data so that we can prove, if needed, that everyone coming into our building is well, that they have the right temperature, that they're feeling on top and ready for school.
We're in a tough situation right now, and in order for us to be in person, we had to, I know what they had to do. They had to make a lot of new rules and protocols in order for us to be open right now, because I know a lot of schools in the area aren't open. So PRIN, they had to follow the guidelines in order for us to be here. So the only thing we can do right now is just, follow the rules.
This is Micah Worley and J.D. Mansky for PNN.
So exactly how did our facilities department come up and implement all of these changes? As Sully Grant reports, it took a massive amount of hard work and resources over the summer to get ready.
With an abrupt end to the spring semester, we wanted to take a look at the unsung heroes around Principia who worked extremely hard to have us back in school this fall. We spoke to Randall Grant, Director of Facilities, to learn more about how they created the new safety protocols for students.
We started with the coronavirus preparations back in March of this year, 2020, so it's been ongoing for quite a while now. The biggest preparations were figuring out how to sanitize properly, clean properly, disinfect properly, and just get the school ready for the return of students. So also with the COVID preparation, we pursued numerous tents, different size tents to create outdoor classroom spaces. Most of our tents are 20 by 20, which gives you 400 extra square feet outside, as well as a massive 40 by 40 square foot tent on the backside of the cafeteria out on the campus green. The thermal scanners are just basically taking body temperatures right there. It's another level of protection for all of Principia, the faculty, students, and staff, just to make sure that we're doing the right things to comply and meet the requirements and the requests of St. Louis County and the state of Missouri. So.
Matt, William, and Sully for PNN.
Each new school year typically brings with it some new teachers at Principia. Here's Kaya, Grace Ripley, and Rachel Stewart with a little more on our new faculty members.
This year, Principia has welcomed many new teachers. We wanted to know more about our new faculty, so here is new math teacher, Mr. Adam Colombo.
I am an upper school math teacher. I'm teaching Algebra 2 as well as personal finance this year. When I moved to St. Louis, I was very interested in working in an independent school, and as I started searching around, Principia kind of rose to the top in terms of programs as well as location, and just once I got to know the community, then it was a no-brainer. I have a St. Bernard that's 140 pounds. Her name is Izzy, and I really like to compete in triathlons. So I did my first half Ironman last year, and hopefully we'll do my first full in 2021 when they actually host races again.
New dance instructor Avery Lux.
I'm really excited about the community and being involved. Principia has been so welcoming. I had the opportunity to perform at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. That was really cool, extraordinary. I started dancing when I was 4, I think, so I guess, gosh, over 20 years now.
And LEC teacher, Mrs. Jill Morey.
I work in the Learning Engagement Center, which is, I love it. It's been really fun. We adopted a newborn baby, and that was 6 years ago, so I took a couple years off of full-time teaching to be a full-time mom. And then I went back part-time for Parkway for a while.
Make sure to stop by their classrooms and say hi. This is Grace Ripley, Kaya Quively, and Rachel Stewart reporting for PNN.
And that's our look at what's going on around Principia this week.
Remember to submit your story ideas for PNN through the portal. Go to Resources, PNN icon, and click on PNN submission form. We look forward to your input.
From everyone here at PNN, make it a great week.